When this message reaches you, something has drastically changed in your energy and your energy level. I'm feeling here there's something that has been risen or dropped in your energy level lately. You've been feeling into the chakra points, spinning and wanting to open. So one of your major chakras, your energy centers, can be feeling quite activated, let's just say that. And on this awakening journey, what you're experiencing right now, what is it signaling? It's signaling that there are parts of you that is ready to detox, purified, and cleanse. And what happens is that, these two things. The first thing is that when you begin to cleanse, activate, heal, purify, coming on with certain channel energy center, you're going to be experiencing that energy of things falling apart. You feeling aches and pain and discomfort. So what happened is that you're going to experience it as your energy level dropping. Because what's actually happening, okay, if you're feeling super drained, tired lately or whatever, is because all your energies and focus is now being rearranged in the quantum realm, in the spiritual realm, focusing on that healing, that activation that is taking place. So all of a sudden, don't be surprised you don't have the energy to brush your teeth, wash the dishes, doing simple things like business as per usual, okay? It's not a thing anymore. And then you think, am I on my period? Is there something weird? Am I like depressed? What's going on? What is this pain? Okay, let me know if you've been feeling this. What's going on is that these energy centers are now spinning out. Okay, it's spinning, it's activating, right? Before, which is stagnant. You have tapped into something very profound because you're on this spiritual path. You've been, watching videos, reading of stuff. Your consciousness has been expanding and you're noticing, okay, you're connecting the dots and you can be experiencing some kind of spontaneous awakening, or there could be a catalytic event or person. Either way, what you're going through now is all your energy and focus is on restoring wholeness within. All your energy and focus is now asking you to literally stop. There's a divine reason why you feel tired and drained on the spiritual journey. Okay, a lot of people experience this. You're being asked to sit still. You're being asked to lay on the bed or on the floor, on the couch or whatever, on the toilet, okay? To just really zone in and face within. Some people call it the demon within, the monster within, or whatever, okay? But beyond all of that, you're facing your shadows, okay? You're facing the wounds, the hurt, the pain that once upon a time you say, hey, because my mom was a narcissist, because my dad was an abuse, whatever person, right? Because this happened to me because I was, born as a minority. I was born as a this. It was easy for you to point outwards. And now as your consciousness expand, you realize that there are unprocessed trauma. It was deeper than that. And also there's something that you needed to take accountability for. And now you're ready to take accountability of that, right? Like when we're talking about the sacral, that's your sexual energy, that's your sexual center. Maybe there was an incident. Maybe there's something about your creative flow that wants to come online right now. You want to step into your purpose work. You want to start making videos, making, content online, or write a book or whatever, music, yoga, you name it. It requires creativity, right? You're creating something anew, but if you're blocked there, okay, because of sexual wounds, things need to be healed, right? This is really painful for you to be holding on to, and your higher self won't let that happen. So hence why you're going through all these awakening, these chakras spinning, and your energy centers are asking you to focus on them. Sit with the pain. Maybe you're running off and getting a Tylenol pill, an Advil or whatever, painkiller. It's asking you to sit still, Okay, maybe you're doing the chanting, vom, all that, but it's not working anymore. It was something that was keeping you sane, but it's not working right now because it's asking you to go deeper than to band-aid it, to make this go away. That mindset is not working anymore when you're on this journey. Now you're at this phase in your life, instead of just let's band-aid it over, let's sound heal it over, let's, go and sage it, Palo Santo it over. You have to sit with the shadow. You have to face the actual core wound that you have in that sacral chakra, for instance, in that heart chakra, in that solar plexus, right? If your base is hurting, is feeling out of whack, you can be having these physical symptoms. Your bowel, movement, your sense of safety, security, money issues can be coming through. Money can be getting out of the train. Things are not coming in. You don't feel safe where you live. Safety and security can be coming up, right? What about being secure in yourself? Maybe you're ready to step into your beautiful, relationship, but then you don't feel secure in yourself. So then all of these things are coming up for you to clear that so that you can be in a beautiful, harmonious relationship with the one you're meant to be with. Your sacral is your creative center, as I was saying, right? That's your sensuality, your sexuality, your creativity. Okay, for those of you guys who are creative, artists, it's so important that you have this energy center open. And then when we move up to the solar plexus, it's all about the I am, the who you think you are. It's your identity. So who do you think you are? Who do you believe yourself to be? Right? Do you think that you're still normal Sally at the cubicle? You think you're still a secretary or senior analyst or whatever? Or you have a new identity now? Maybe your new identity is the high priestess, the sovereign queen, right? The unapologetic priestess, whatever, right? Like you're adopting new identities for you to step into your new earth role. So that center is going to be activated. So you can be having stomach issues and all of that. And your heart is about love, unconditional love, for self, for all, for God, for people. So when you step into your surface, your heart chakra is going to be wide open. When you're ready to step into the love relationship of your life, okay, your divine union, I have a whole series on divine union, which is not a 3D romantic love template. It's something that is very profound for those of you who get to experience that. Link is in my description. I have a whole playlist you can watch. And then there's your higher heart that is really about service, Christ consciousness, awakening. And I have activation for those of you who are ready to step into your purpose, anchoring your energy, opening up that Christ consciousness flow. You're beginning to operate in a bigger energy. Link is in the description. It's a very powerful activation. It's one of my favorites, so I know you'll enjoy it. Moving up to the throat, for those of you, right? A lot of you who are here to share your message, to be guides, leaders, way showers of the world, healers of the world, you need to speak up. Oh my God, this incense. This incense is kind of like over here. Okay, move it. It's funny when we're just talking about the throat chakra, that the incense was just getting in my throat. So a lot of you guys could be experiencing this. You're ready to speak, right? You're ready to share your message. And then it feels like it's being blocked. It feels like all this fear is coming up now for you to face. And it's no longer something that you're like, well, maybe I'll just share in a diluted way. What you're being asked right now, okay, is really showing up in your full New Earth leadership type of energy, and that requires boldness. It requires courage. It requires truth speaking. It requires vulnerability, openness. That's why you have to open up the heart first, right? And then the higher heart, which is going beyond self. Because when you're surface to self, surface to the ego, you're going to be thinking about what they think of me. What are they going to think of my hair, my makeup, my clothes. You think they think that I'm good enough? Right? You have imposter syndrome. You can't. If you want to do big things in this world, you can't be in that energy, right? So you have to come to truth to who you are, and who you are is not Jane Doe at the cubicle. Okay, who you are is not John Smith at the whatever office. Okay, it ain't you. Who you truly are is a magnificent divine being. You're infinite. You're all that is. And this is your world. This is your world you're creating and co-creating from the inside out that gets reflected out. And when you begin to speak your truth and open that throat chakra, I mean, you can be having all sorts of things, coughing, itchy throat, like, something that wouldn't go away when you can't find the courage to speak up, speak your truth. Maybe some of you guys are already speaking, right? You're already making content, you're already accomplished and, public in a certain way. But now you're being asked to clarify your message. I work a lot with creators and, New Earth leaders. You have to go through the journey where your message is going to be about love and light. It's going to be some motivational stuff. It's going to be some surface level stuff. Not saying your stuff is surface level, but you're at this phase right now where you're looking at it as surface level. Before, it wasn't like that, right? Before, like, wow, this is so cool, I get to do this. But now you're looking like, you're looking at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I never got to the core of the things. I was too scared to speak on this topic because maybe it's taboo, right? Maybe it's something that is a little, like spicy, fiery, or it's a little intricate, or people are not ready for this out there. But that's the exact thing that your throat chakra right now is opening for you to speak up on. Okay, that requires a lot of boldness. Okay. And then when you move up to your third eye, that's your sacred vision. That's your seat of intuition. You begin to see no separation. You begin to see oneness in all that is. You begin to see love and God in all that is. And you begin to see you in all that is. And that's clear seeing. So you can be having eye issues. Like your eyes are obviously, suddenly becoming super sensitive to light. Anyone? Right? You're just like, oh my God, all this blue light is hurting my eye. I cannot be on the phone or whatever, right? I know for me, especially, like my eyes are very sensitive. And they started to become way more sensitive to blue light, especially when I was going through this third eye cleansing and purification. And to be honest, it's still a little sensitive now, but it's a lot better than when I was in that stage. So you can be experiencing something like that, but it's all there for you to begin to see the world properly. And that's how you're going to find wholeness and peace and harmony and groundedness and anchoredness within. And then when we go through the crown chakra, that's when things get so interesting. You begin to get divine downloads. You begin to channel more, right? Before you're like, what is flow state? Enter, Google search, Now you're just like, I am channeling through cosmic energies. I am writing. I don't even know. My hands are just moving. My music is just coming out perfectly. I'm a creative genius. So it just flows through. You become that channel. It becomes more effortless. So all of these things, it can require a lot of energy to focus and look at where is it that you have suppressed all this energy. Where is it that you refuse to look at the deeper, darker, shadowy part? Because the shadow needs to be brought to light. The unconscious needs to be brought to the conscious for you to transmute it. Spiritual awakening journey is about transmutation. Transmuting the lead into the gold. You're the alchemist. Okay? So that's the part where you feel like things are, you're feeling drained in energy. But then once you have integrated that, heal that, bring it back, and I don't even want to say the word heal because sometimes you get the wrong idea. Healing is only at the mind level. Okay, it's not I heal this, I heal this. There's certain things you can do, but your mind has to allow for that first. Okay, so the healing requires right thinking, requires courage, requires, okay, let's do this. I'm going in. Okay, before you can be an avoidant runner, right, running away. Now you're like, I feel the discomfort, I want to sit with it without the painkillers, without the chanting, without any spiritual bypassing. I want to sit with the pain in silence. And I want to tap into, why do I feel this way? What is it trying to teach me? Right? You want to ask that question. What is it trying to tell me? What is it teaching me right now? What wants to come up for me right now? What does my higher self want me to take a look at right now? What is this pain showing me right now? And once you're able to rearrange things in your psyche, when you're able to rearrange things in your life and, do the forgiveness, do the releasing, coming back to love, you're going to experience, usually the day after, take some time, have some good sleep, some good cry. Okay, let's be real. Okay, you need to release some tears. That's how you know. Okay, when you cry, there's a lot of releasing. So cry away. Okay. And then the next morning or the next day or 2 days, may take some time, your energy level is going to go from like this and you cannot function to, oh my gosh, I have so much energy, right? I want to dance. I want to run. I want to run a marathon. I want to create. I want to wash all the dishes in the house. I want to, write. I want to, do the things that I put on the back burner for so long. Like, you just get all these energies back. So that's why when you're on this journey, before all your energy can come online, you need to go through that kind of dark night, okay, of that center, of that soul, of that energy, for you to realize that every chakra point, okay, it's not just something cool that you do in yoga. Every chakra point is something, it holds a certain energy, whether it's about love and compassion, identity and sacred sexuality and safety and security and truth and honesty, right? Every chakra center is your key, okay? All together is your master key, okay? This is the master key. When you click, 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 turn open, you come back home to wholeness. That's the journey to oneness. That's the real journey. You have to clarify that, and then you will see that your energy will be softer, will be flowier, will be bolder, will be more outrageous, but anchored. You're not some crazy, mofo going back and forth and creating chaos. You're actually a very anchored being. You know your power. You know when to rest. You know your softness. You know your genius. You just have confidence in what you do, who you are, who you be, what you come here to share with the world. And only then, when you begin to have all this energy flowing, your message, your work, your light becomes brighter, and your impact in the world, your soul work becomes undeniable, inevitable, magnetic, irresistible. So whatever you do will be successful. Right? So this is the journey that I want you to begin to be patient about. Begin to, not even be patient, be present. That's the word. Okay, I want you to write this down. I choose to be present. I choose presence. Okay, or just write the word down, presence. Because when you're in the presence, you're in the now. When you're in the presence, you're not running, you're not chasing, you're not avoiding. Who are you avoiding? You're just avoiding your greatness. You know that, right? You're just avoiding your truth. When you run away, you're just avoiding love to flow through you. And love is God, and God is love. And it's consciousness. Okay? So when you begin to restore your original soul blueprint, your divine template, this is what I help people on, personally, on a one-on-one session. So if that interests you, link is down below. When you begin to really step into your new earth leadership, this is actually why it's activating within you. Because if you're just gonna be like, I'm just gonna put my feet up, watch TV, okay, do some, whatever smoking activities or doing some, questionable activities, and F the world, you don't need to open up any chakra for anything, okay? Or you don't need to become more impactful, powerful for anything. It's just unnecessary, okay? You'll be fine. But if you are actually feeling these symptoms and feeling like you're going through this, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you've chosen yourself. You're the chosen one, okay? To become that one, become that person who's conscious, okay? The chosen one, is the one who is awakened, who is conscious. So you're actually activating and turning the key, that master key, okay? Open in all the 7 ways, 7 like digit things, what you call it, right? To get that sequence to open, you reset everything to 0. That's why we go back to the 0 point energy, right? 0, 0, 0. Open up. Coming home, coming back, become integrated and whole. So you have a big purpose coming into the new earth. You know this, right? You know it's beyond you. It's beyond me. It's beyond all that is. But you just know it. I'm always channeling through your higher self, your God consciousness, what you know deeply to know, to be true about yourself. Because I'm your mirror. That's what I am. I'm your reflector. I'm your reflection. That's what we are to each other. So this is the reminder that you have manifested this message to help you understand deeper the journey within, the journey to restore the missing codes, the creator code, the divine template code, the soul blueprint within you. Let me know what comes up for you. And if you enjoy these type of videos where I explain things more in details, check out my spiritual awakening playlist below, and just also let me know so I can create more for you. Okay, you can say more, please. Okay, like this video if it's helpful in any way, if you appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love to have you part of my family. It means so much to me to be walking this path with you. It's an honor to be walking alongside you. This is Tina Wong. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.